This needs to stop. Hello everyone, welcome back to another Genshin Impact video. So, as everyone already knows, the Genshin Impact community has been in a complete uproar considering everything that's been going on with the anniversary. And as you know by my past videos, I completely agree. I think that the anniversary was handled very, very poorly. The rewards for a 1-year celebration were very lackluster, players were feeling extremely disappointed and disrespected and undervalued, and on top of that, when people started to voice their complaints on official pages, Mihoyo started silencing them. I fully understand why people are frustrated, I totally get it. However, some of the community's more extreme actions is completely unforgivable, and I cannot tolerate it. I touched on this briefly before, but I still cannot believe that people are actively attacking voice actors for things that they have absolutely no control over. Just because you do not like the performance of the game or that specific character does not give you the right to harass people for simply doing their job. Kokomi's voice actress had to restrict parts of her livestream because she was actively being attacked by the people in her livestream. I believe that she even got death threats, which is absolutely inexcusable. I do not care how angry we all are. Death threats, no matter to whom, are never, ever okay. It is totally fine, it's totally valid to express your thoughts on social media, but remember to direct your anger to where it actually needs to be going. Do not let this backlash affect places that it shouldn't. Speaking of which, although I didn't personally agree with review bombing Genshin Impact, but I completely understand why people did it since Mihoyo wasn't listening, and people probably felt as though that was the only way to get Mihoyo's attention and for them to listen to the player base since they were being silenced on just about every other social media page. But players actively going out of their way to review bomb games that have absolutely nothing to do with Genshin Impact, not even just Honkai Impact, but just random games on the App Store and the Google Play Store is absolutely ludicrous, and I cannot believe that it got to that point. I mean, let's be real, what do you think that actually accomplished besides having everyone else on the internet from every other fandom think that the Genshin Impact community is nothing but toxic trash? And here's the thing, I know that not all of the Genshin Impact community is toxic trash. I have extremely lovely, wonderful people subscribe to me that have done nothing but support me, and to those people, I'm forever grateful. I've always known that there's been a lot of toxicity within the Genshin Impact community as a whole. However, I think that this is the loudest that it's ever been, and the most volatile that it's ever been. I'm creating these quote-unquote drama videos because these are important topics that we need to talk about in order to move forward with the game. But in all honesty, seeing the game and the community that I love so much basically dissolve into depravity has been exhausting, and even though I'm getting more views than I ever have, I kind of want this whole situation to end, just so that we can go back to a state of normality. But at the same time, I don't think that the community can just let this go given everything that's happened over the past couple days. So I'm going to try my best to keep you guys updated on what's happening and give you my thoughts, because I still think that it's very important to have these discussions. However, that being said, it still needs to be had in a respectful and meaningful way. Something that has really been bothering me, and something that unfortunately I don't have much control over, is the fact that since these videos have been reaching a wider audience, it has also attracted racist rhetoric, which makes me deeply uncomfortable, and I refuse to respond to any of it. I'm getting very frustrated seeing the amount of anti-Chinese sentiment simply because this game is made by a Chinese company, and seeing people use that fact as a way to justify being blatantly anti-Chinese. Let's get one thing straight, the Genshin Impact anniversary fiasco isn't because Mihoyo is a Chinese company, it is because they are practicing horrible business strategies. And also keep in mind that it is only a select few people at the top of the company making all of these decisions, and the rest of the people working for Mihoyo are just doing their jobs and probably have absolutely no say over the anniversary rewards, or honestly just about anything that's put into the game at the end of the day. If an exec doesn't want to give out a reward, or if they don't want to fix certain characters, they probably don't allow the developers to go back into the game and make those changes because they'll see it as a loss of revenue or don't think the amount of revenue spent on making those fixes is worth it. I know that this is deeply frustrating and probably not what you want to hear, but it's simply just the fact of the matter. I'm personally hoping that Mihoyo and the executives at top listen to the community and see the outcry and decide to change what they want to do with the game moving forward, but I personally do not believe it has anything to do with the fact that they are a Chinese company. Giant companies, no matter how big or where they're from or what country they're from, always tend to make horrible decisions because they have a select few people making decisions for the entire company. And those select few people are usually the people that are tightest with the budget and the most stingy in terms of giving things back to their communities. In summary, it's okay to be angry and voice your opinions, just don't be a jerk and ruin people's lives. I really don't think that's too much to ask, and I hope that at least my community, even if we are a small community, will respect that, and we'll do our best to fight for change while still being respectful. Alright guys, that's all that I have to say currently. I do want to talk about the live stream a bit later, maybe I'll make a video on that pretty soon, we'll see. I'm pretty tired, this whole fiasco has been extremely exhausting. But like I said, I think that these issues are extremely important to talk about so that we can get positive change for Genshin Impact in the future. So while I know that some people might be frustrated that I am talking so much about the situation, I still think it's important and I'm going to continue doing so until we start to see consistent and positive change in Genshin Impact from Mihoyo. Let's all hope that the situation resolves itself pretty quickly. Mihoyo did start sending out gifts to players, even though it is after the anniversary, it is a step in the right direction. I know that many people are conflicted considering that it was originally supposed to be part of a paid bundle, but at least we are getting some kind of response, even if it isn't the response that we want. Alright guys, but I'm pretty tired, so I'm going to take a quick break before I start working on my next video. If you agreed with what I had to say, please feel free to leave me a like down below, and also please feel free to leave me a comment about what you currently think about toxicity within the community, because I currently think it's getting out of hand. And if you want to see more Genshin Impact videos from me, feel free to hit that notification bell and subscribe. I'd love to have you along for the ride. Alright guys, until next time, best wishes, bye.